Alright, finally sitting down and getting this morning started with a bit of work. Got up around like 6 o'clock-ish and went for a 6.85 mile run at like an 8:30 pace, which I'm really happy about. I took it nice and slow, and the beautiful part about that is I did not have to stop once, so I'm pumped about that. 6.8 miles or 6.85 miles I'm happy with, and now we're sitting down. I'm trying to figure out how the best way to add lyrics to my, most time-efficient way to add lyrics to my acoustic videos and my TikTok videos that I'm taking from the acoustic videos. So I'm trying to figure that out at the moment. Setting up a live stream for a little bit in the future to get some work done, but we're figuring it out. I figured it out. I figured out a great way to take the lyric videos, pretty much copy and paste the lyrics from the actual lyric videos that I have, pretty much copy and paste them right onto the videos for YouTube and TikTok, and it's way faster. It's still not super fast, but it's way faster than typing everything out, so I'm pumped. Currently working on some really cool covers for you guys. I'm really pumped. One with Sophia Maffei and one with Jeff Nelson. Look at how insanely sweet and generous this is. This blows my mind, man. Have a great vacation. Listen to get a sweet drink or coffee. Thank you so much. Incredibly the generosity is unbelievable. Thank you. I gotta say, man, I am so pumped with the reception of the video from me playing with the random person at the beach, man. Like, there are so many nice comments and so many just encouragement. So stay tuned for more stuff like that. I have some ideas up in my head. Okay, so I have about a half an hour before I have to meet somebody to help them with some project that they're working on. I'm pumped. I'm gonna try recording my vocals, my section to the cover that I'm doing with Jeff Nelson's. I just sent over Sophia Maffei the Unsaid Emily cover that we're gonna do together, and this one's gonna be Jeff Nelson, John Mayer. This one is it's like perfectly in my key, man. So I think it's gonna work out easy. Easier said than done, right? And if you're gonna hurt me, then you gotta hold me next to you. We're not recording. You wanna know me, then you gotta know me through and through. No matter how you work it, things go wrong. I put my heart where it don't belong. No. Maybe you're the last train. Maybe you're the last train home. I'm on the last train running. Okay, now let's edit these vocals that we just took. Alright, so we have time for literally one guitar solo take, and that's it. Okay, here we go. Scratch it. There's already guitar in here, and my guitar sounds nothing like the guitar that's already in there, so it's scratch that idea. My jam part did not work out with the John Mayer song, so I'm just gonna leave it as is, just the vocals. Give Jeff what he wants. The beautiful thing is, oh my gosh, shout out to Jeff Nelson, because he is making this so easy for me. He's literally like, I just send him my vocal take and my vocal recording, or my recording guitar, like me playing, and he's gonna put everything together. So it's like, I'm so busy that's such a great, if you want to work together, man, like, you make it easy. It's hard sometimes because people are like, hey, I'd love to work with you, but then I have to do all the work because they don't have any recording software, or they don't have a ton of experience with it, which is totally fine, but it's just a lot harder for me to be able to do that time-wise. It's really cool that I can collab with other artists and stuff, especially when it's super. All right, lady, come on. Just sitting at the red light, at the stop sign for like 3 minutes. It makes it super easy when I just kind of like do my thing. Cause like in the past, it would have been like, okay, hey, do you want to collab? And they would have been like, okay, can I send you my vocals and you edit the video and you do this? And it's like, where do I find the time for this? Especially because I'm going away. And it would probably just never happen. But because all I'm doing is sending my vocals and my recording, easy peasy, man. I love it. So cool. Back at my parents', about to film some more videos. It is bright today though, so I feel like it'll have a different vibe for sure. Play It Ends Like This by Jacob Restituto. I know this song.
Now playing It Ends Like This by Jacob Restituto.
I told you that we're over. You'll believe me when you're sober. Cause every time you come, I know you say that you're not high. every time I realize, is every time I say goodbye, it ends like this. Alright, we are back in the studio. Gotta send a couple Zoom links, edit a couple videos. Then we got some interviews. And the Patron Zoom channel. So the funny thing about these interviews is when I start the interview, or when I ask somebody to come on the channel, 99.9% of the time, I only know like one or two things about them, and that's why I want them on the channel. For example, I'm having this guy on the channel tomorrow, and I knew that he had wrote songs with Olivia Rodrigo. He had wrote Wondering, or he had co-wrote and been a part of the writing process for Wondering off of the High School Musical series, which was a pretty big song, which I was like, oh, this is sick, that's really cool. So I don't know how it even came about, but then I started doing research on the people before I have them on for that interview, and I look at this guy's songwriting list, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I can't even name everybody because there was like 100 people on the list, but he's worked with Madonna, Janet Jackson, Kygo, NCT 127, another NCT I don't remember the name of, Sabrina Carpenter, Olivia Rodrigo, Chris Brown, Hilary Duff, Alex and Sierra. The list is like, oh my gosh. This is wild. There's going to be so much to talk about tomorrow. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. That's the funny thing. It's like when I get the people, I'm like, oh cool, I'm really excited. And then I'm like, oh shoot, this guy really has a lot to talk about. Jose Luis Lopez has entered the chat. Admit. Wow, super interesting interview with Jose Luis Lopez Jr. That was fun, man. There are some just interviews that just kind of pop off, and it's like, okay, we can definitely talk for a while. So that was really great. I learned a lot personally. I think it was a lot of fun. Now, this is the guy that had reached out to me actually originally, and I was like, so at the end, when we were off camera, I was like, hey, I'm curious, how did you find the channel? What made you reach out? And he's like, well, because In the Heights was coming out, there was a lot more promo for it, and it was just kind of on his YouTube algorithm a lot more. And he said the really interesting part was, he said one of my videos popped off on his thing, and he watched it. And in the video, I said, hey, if there's anybody that was involved and can give insight into In the Heights, reach out. And he's like, hey, that's me. I can do that. So we reached out, which is wild. So first of all, lesson, you never know who's watching your videos. And two, I need to start saying that in a lot more of my videos, because I bet that there's people, actually that's him, Jose Luis Lopez Jr. is the first person, is the second person in 2 days to say that. First it was DJ Young yesterday that say that my videos show up on his page, and now him to say that. So I'm curious to see how many other times the videos are showing up on people's pages. So I need to start saying hey, if you're interested and you're available, I'm open for interviews and conversations, so you never know who's going to respond. That's really interesting. Let's start up this Patreon Zoom now. I'm looking forward to these. These are always so much fun. Oh, we got people waiting. We got a new person joining today. This is amazing. So YouTube ranks when you post videos, how well it does out of your past 10 videos. This video is a number 1 out of 10, and in 8 hours and 54 minutes, it has 6 views, baby. Oh yeah, you got to start somewhere, right? On the new channel. I'm exhausted, and the funny part, I've been exhausted all day, but it's only 10:20, which is, it's not that crazy late, but I really want to go to bed, but I don't have any videos at all scheduled for next week. I have a couple, most of tomorrow, 2 on Friday and 2 on Saturday so far. It's and there's 0 for next week, and it's of course, yeah, it's okay, whatever, I just don't have to film, it's all good, I don't need to post, but it's also well, I also don't make money, this is my source of income, so it's where's that balance kind of thing, so I don't know, I also have had unexpected income, I'm filming a wedding coming up, so that's another $1,000 that's coming in. There's more money coming in on the Patreon this month than usual because of In the Heights, so there's that too. But it's I don't want to just squander this opportunity too, those are blessings, that unexpected blessings, but I also I want to post next week too, keep that growing too. Who knows, I don't know, but maybe what I'll probably do is I think I want to film 2 or 3 videos and then go to bed, and then I have a 5:30 class in the morning. Part of me is also I'm exhausted, but I'm also going on vacation, so I can literally relax on vacation. 17 years old, his heart got broke. His girl went and cheated on him. Couple beers that night, just a joint, he said. Never knew it would be more for him. 1 turned 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. I never knew we'd have to fight for his life. 1 turned 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. As the years went by, he realized he put the liquor down, keep his spirits high, and he's looking in the mirror. every single morn he's waking up at dawn, saying prayers to a God who would save him from all things that haunted him. Lost years are lost in the wind now. He's thankful for his friends and every one of the second chances.